My name's Duffus, and I'm really honoured to be narrating this book for the Spectropolis Pay It Forward Sleep Under the Stars Festival. The book I'm narrating is this, My World, Mackilli and Seeva's Switcheroo, written and illustrated by Leanne Armstrong. I'll just show you what it says on the back to give you a bit of a hint about what the book's about. So this is a magical story of two completely different aliens who mysteriously switch worlds for a day. They learn to embrace their unique qualities and go on a journey of self-love. This book teaches us all to love our differences and never shy away from showing the world the real you. So let's get started. Mackilli is a curious and imaginative 10-year-old alien from Mimpole. He lives with his mum, dad and huge family of 15 brothers and 10 sisters in a rubble hub at the top of a very high hill. Everything in Mimpole is dark and grey, and that's the way they like it. It's calm and relaxed, and everybody lives life slowly, enjoying the simple things, because after all, your imagination is where the real excitement happens. Every day before school, Mackilli and his family dream up magical stories of strange animals. The animals have just 2 legs, 2 arms, and 2 little eyes, with hair sprouting from the tops of their heads. Very strange. Let's look at these creatures. They have 10 little fingers and 10 little toes. They wear strange little windows on top of their nose. They get wrinkly in the bath, and when they get old, they leak when they're hot and shake when they're cold. Mackilli has a vivid imagination. Do you recognise any of those creatures? On the way to school, Mackilli passed the same trees as usual, the same rubble hubs and the same shops, but something felt different. He had an extra spring in his step today, but he couldn't work out why. Just as he was about to cross the road, a glimmer of light caught his eye. It was coming from a ditch by Mr. Flibble's house at the bottom of the valley. His curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to investigate. Wonder what it could be. As he got closer, he could see that this was no ordinary light. This light was magical. It was overwhelmingly bright and came streaming out of a rock that had been split open perfectly in half. Slowly, the light began to dim, and he was shocked by what he could see inside. It's crazy, it's colourful, it's fun and it's new. There's pink trees and red skies and grass that is blue. What is this universe? A strange and wonderful sight. I've never seen anything like it, so busy and so bright. Mackilli couldn't believe his luck. He had stumbled across something that had never been discovered before. Had he found a whole new world in this little old rock? Just as he was about to put the rock into his bag, he heard a little voice. "Hey, who are you?" He jumped back, dropping the rock to the ground in surprise. "Can you hear me? Say something," continued the small voice from the rock. "I want to know who you are and what you are doing looking at my world." The rock seemed to be a magical portal. Any alien who found the rock could see into new worlds, and it was amazing. Mackilli was scared, but managed to gather up some courage to pick up the rock again. But this time he kept it at arm's length. "I'm Mackilli from Mimpole, just an alien on a walk. I didn't mean to drop you. I just didn't know you could talk." "Of course I can talk. I'm an alien like you. But why are you grey and not pink, green and blue?" Wow, suddenly there's colours. Mackilli took a deep breath, dusted off the rock and took a closer look. Inside he could see the face of an interesting little alien girl, looking rather confused. She was pink with blue and green shapes all over her body. She had a purple tongue and bright green eyes. Mackilli had never seen anyone like her before and was completely fascinated. "Oh, say something, mister. Don't just stand there and stare. I don't have time to wait. I'm on my way to the fair." Mackilli tried his best to explain what had happened and how he found the rock, but he kept getting distracted by vivid colours and buzzing energy in the scene he could see inside it. He told her he had never seen such a colourful world because Mimple was colourless and full of smooth hills that rolled on for hundreds of empty miles. There was freedom to do as much as you wished, but not much to do. "Well, my name is Seeva and I am from Stiplop. We have rainbows and slushies with marshmallows on top. It's crazy around here and there's so much to do. Your world seems much calmer. I'm jealous of you." Seeva is a 9-year-old independent young alien. She lives alone in a rubble hub next to many other rubble hubs. Her parents and 2 brothers live 2 hubs away in Crimple. Wow, look at all the colours here. Stiplop is the complete opposite of Mimple. It's fast-paced, bright and full of activity and colour. Everyone lives on their own and there's no need for imagination because everything you could ever dream of was right there for the taking. It says here, "Welcome to Stiplop. Keep busy, keep moving." So very different places. Mackilli and Seeva spoke for hours about each other's world and wished so hard that they could trade places. So they wanted what each other had. Mackilli wanted more excitement and colour, and Seeva dreamed of being in a world with simplicity and time to relax. Time was flying by and the 2 little aliens had become so exhausted by the excitement that they drifted off to sleep, still holding the magical rocks in their hands. Little did they know, their lives were about to change as soon as they woke up. It was morning and Mackilli couldn't believe he had spent the entire night on his own at the bottom of a valley. His family must be worried sick. He woke with a start and searched around for his bag, but something was different. He was surrounded by blue grass. "This isn't normal. Where could I be? There are new colours and shapes as far as I can see. I thought it was a dream, but Seeva must be real. I'm excited, but scared. I don't know how to feel." It can be like that sometimes. We don't quite know what we feel. We feel a mixture of things. At the exact same moment, Seeva woke up to find herself in Mimple. She stood out like a sore thumb. It's a phrase people say to mean that she seemed different from other people. And her bright colours made the usually confident alien feel a little self-conscious. She threw a grey rag she found on the floor over her head and began to walk hesitantly along the long and winding path. Surely she would find someone who could help her. The 2 young aliens had switched worlds in the night. They must have wished so hard that the magic rock made their dreams come true. And although it was scary at first, Mackilli and Seeva were starting to enjoy themselves in each other's worlds. Mackilli's mop spots. Mackilli couldn't believe how exciting this new world was. After getting over the fact that he was in a world far away from home, he couldn't wait to explore the colours and shapes surrounding him. Mackilli felt a strange connection to Stiplop because he was hiding a little secret, his mop spots. Mackilli was born with little green and pink spots on the inside of one of his left hands. His brothers and sisters would make fun of him because he was the only alien in the whole of Mimple with extra colours. so he felt different. His parents made him wear black gloves all the time to hide it, but he secretly loved his mop spots, so this was a perfect opportunity to embrace them. Mackilli eagerly took off his gloves for the first time in years and jumped for joy, showing off his mop spots to the world. The Stiplopians walking past couldn't help but notice him. And although he was mostly grey, they loved the patterns his skin made and celebrated his mop spots like he'd never experienced before. It's good to celebrate difference. For the first time, Mackilli felt completely free and showed off his spots with pride. Seeva's greatness. Seeva had walked and walked for what felt like miles and miles and still hadn't found anybody to talk to. This was new to her, but she quite liked it. This quietness allowed her to relax and enjoy the thoughts and ideas that came to mind. She lay quietly by a tree and let the grass tickle her ears as the wind blew. Seeva felt so comfortable here in Mimple because she too had a secret, her greatness. As the wind continued to blow gently, she longed to let her hair down from her headscarf. Her father had always told her to cover her hair because she was the only alien in Stiplock to have grey hair, and he thought it would bring too much attention to the family, so he didn't want it to be different. Slowly, she unwound her scarf and let her big, beautiful grey afro bob and bounce in the wind. She felt free and proud of her unique hair for the first time in years. She found black and white flowers and stuck them in her hair. She fluffed it and preened it and really embraced something she had hidden for so long, and it felt great. It can feel great to show who you really are. The day was drawing to an end and both aliens were more content than ever, but they also missed their families and friends. They couldn't wait to get back and share their newfound confidence and stop hiding what made them unique. It's a good word, unique. It's what makes you, what makes you special. The aliens both pulled their magical rocks from their bags. Its light was dimmer now, but they could still see their worlds inside. Hey Seeva, are you there? I want you to know I'd like to come back now. I'm ready to go. The colours, the shapes, I like them a lot. They made me feel proud of my little mop spots. I've thrown away my gloves and I'm happy to say that I will show off my mop spots every single day. Mackilli, I'm here and I feel just the same. Just look at my hair, it's worthy of fame. I want to go back and wear it with pride. My hair is grey and I don't want to hide. Mimple is lovely and helped me to see that difference is perfect and is what makes me, me. Both aliens wished as hard as they could to get back home. They held the rock tightly and squeezed their eyes shut. Then suddenly a burst of light streamed out of the rock and they fell to the floor. What makes me me? Mackilli and Seeva slowly opened their eyes and they were back in their own worlds. They picked up their bags and ran as fast as they could to their families. Mackilli flew through his rubble hub door and gave his mum, dad, brothers and sisters a huge hug. You're back, I'm so happy. We've missed you a lot. But where are your gloves? I can see your mop spots. Seeva, too, ran straight to her parents' house and jumped into their arms. They had been so worried but were full of relief to see her return safely. Where have you been? We looked everywhere. But Seeva, my goodness, you're showing your hair. Both little aliens pushed their families away, cleared their throats and said something so brave. This was the moment Mackilli and Seeva had always dreamed of, and now they both had the strength to say it out loud. They said, I'm different and special in my own little way. I don't look like you, and that's okay. I love every part of my unique look. I'm proud that I'm different and don't go by the book. I can't hide it any longer because it's what makes me me. And I want the whole world to look at me and see a beautiful alien with lots to say. We are all different, and that's the best way. Wow, I love that story. I love the message at the end that we're all unique. I wonder what makes you unique. What is it about you that you'd like to celebrate and share more with other people rather than hiding away? At the end of this book, there's a page from the author where she invites you to get creative. So if you want, you could draw your own wonderful aliens, or you could celebrate something about you that makes you unique. And you could get an adult to upload it to Instagram and tag in the author at Leanne_creative. I hope you enjoyed that book.